What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you guys are having an amazing weekend and you're having tons and tons of luck with your summons if you're doing any, or if no, hopefully you're just having a great time with your family. Now, if you guys managed to see my Shark Pool video that I just dropped around a half an hour ago, probably you've seen that I haven't managed to get another Leorius to make mine a +4. I really wanted a +4 so I can make a dope-ass video on this bad boy, but hey, a +3 is gonna have to make it. He's still very, very solid the way he is. So, he is the king of Arena at the moment, the #1 nuker in the game. I don't think anyone is gonna steal the crown from him for quite a while, unless they bring in some new crazy champions. Baron, he is carrying a buff, but I still feel like Leorius just brings so much utility that it's gonna be very hard for a champion like Baron to compete with Leorius. If you have Necrit, yes, you can use other nukers, kind of like make them strong. But Leorius on his own, he's just bringing so much to the table. This is the build that I have on him. This is a pretty disgusting build, honestly. I most probably have the best damage gear on him. What exactly makes him so special, right? So he is like a Skull Crown on steroids. This passive, instantly placing unkillable on the champion before receiving a fatal hit, very, very nice. And then his damage increases by 1% or 1% of the HP loss. So basically, you could get around 100% more damage, 99% extra damage from this. When his HP is low, he deals so much damage that honestly, I don't know what can survive his damage. The A1 attacks one enemy 2 times, places a defense down. This damage increases by 20 if the target has less than 60% HP. So the first hit can take the target to 60% HP or less, and the second can come in and clean the target. The A2, this is another thing that makes him so freaking powerful. Attacks all enemies 2 times. This champion is immune to any CC debuffs, any crowd control debuffs. Stun, freeze, sleep, provoke is so important in the current meta, guys, because we have so many CC champions out there, and it's just amazing to have the damage out of this skill as well, and you don't require a cleanser with you or anything like that. The A3 attacks all enemies and fully booked has a 100% chance of placing a True Fear debuff for 1 turn, and before attacking has a chance to place Weaken on all enemies for 2 turns. Having a bit of accuracy on him is actually very, very beneficial. He's not only powerful for arena, faction wars, and as a damage dealer all around, but he can be very, very powerful for clan boss as well, bringing in defense down, weaken, and tons of damage. So that's another thing kind of like to keep in mind. We have a crit rate aura for all battles, and we have Soul Reaper for the blessing. I'm actually kind of like hunting the Soul Merchant for a 2-star Leorius to be able to get 500 more attack on him from the blessing. That's definitely gonna make him even more disgusting. Total stats, we have 43,000 HP, we have 7.5k attack, 2k defense, 186 speed, we have full crit rate, 287 crit damage, 253 accuracy. So getting a blessing on him to get more crit damage, get the attack would be so nasty, and make him a +4 as well, hopefully one day. That's gonna make him even crazier than he is at the moment. Very, very powerful. Masteries, I have offense and defense 3, we have retribution, we have deterrence to help out in case if any of my other champions are getting CC'd, and tier 6, of course, we have Helm Smasher. In what teams I'm actually using Leorius? Well, I am using him in kind of like a couple of different variations, maybe actually three different variations. So we're gonna have a quick look just as an idea. Let's just say I'm going against a team like this, right? So in here, most probably I would go in with this format. So I have Arbiter, Ramantu, have Leorius, and then of course we have no one else but Warlord to lock their skills a bit. This team right here can be pretty damn dangerous, I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm actually gonna change the speed aura to accuracy. I don't want him to be too fast either, because I want to make sure he's staying strong. Now on the team setup, right here I actually have quite a few more variations with him. So either I'm using him with Yoshi like this, so everybody gets more accuracy, including himself, landing their weaken, landing through fear every now and then. Pretty much the same variation of the team, just swapping around the auras. And the G-Bang. This is kind of like one of my favorite because he's always there to clean up if needed on most of the occasions, you know. So that's kind of like how I'm running him pretty much. Sometimes I might have to do something else and use a Necret to protect him if we're going against some different sort of teams. That can actually be pretty beneficial too, but most of the times this is kind of like what we're doing. So I'm actually gonna go like this. I could potentially bring in Necret in here to protect him instead of Warlord. Let's actually do that. Since we're talking about it, let's actually do that. If I'm curious to see what we have on the opponent team. Okay, so we have the Lightning God. Okay, that Cupidus is gonna be a massive problem right now, just for the simple fact that he has protection from Necret, so his buffs cannot be stolen. I cannot block his passive, and Venus actually resisted. Funny enough, we wanna take that Necret down as soon as possible. Let's protect our Arbiter here. Okay, he actually did so much damage on my Necret. Check that out. That's actually pretty damn crazy. My Ramantu is almost dead. This is a pretty dangerous move right here, man. Actually, he survived. Interesting. Okay, so we might actually lose this fight here. I thought that I might get it covered like that if I'm killing that Necret, but seems like he didn't want it to die. So I am a bit concerned. I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit concerned, but I'm not concerned anymore. You know why? Because Leorius had that unkillable, and then he did so much damage that he just dropped in here to save the situation. But was that close to actually lose the fight. That's why Leorius is pretty powerful, because that Mortu, if he's gonna try to use the Peril, the unkillable is gonna proc, so makes him an amazing counter for Mortus. Ramantu, of course, is another awesome champion to counter this sort of teams. But this was very good RNG on his team, considering that the protection set from Necret actually had a immunity buff protected on Cupidus, so that made it harder for us to steal that from him, you know. I'm kind of trying to find a few different teams, like this one right here. This is a good example as well. A lot of tanky champions in here, and the whole idea is that we could get wrecked by that Mortu. So even if I'm bringing in another nuker instead of Leorius right here, that Mortu is going to be able to kind of like wreck him. But if I'm going with a similar team like this, considering that we have Damitrala, I usually prefer to go with Yoshi. Or I have another option. We can let them take their turn, and most probably she's gonna cleanse, and I can actually rag them straight after and keep my team safe. So we're actually gonna go like this. If she's too fast, I'm not even gonna buff with my Arbiter. I'm gonna let them take their turn, do their shenanigans. You see, she's so fast that even if I'm gonna boost now the turn meter, my Ramantu should not be taking the turn before her. And there we go. She cleansed, she wasted all that. And now Mortu took his turn. He was on Stone Skin. We haven't actually managed to lock his passive. So when that actually happens, it's so much harder to deal with the entire team, because he can be very, very dangerous. That's why that's what a lot of people don't understand. How is Mortu so powerful for the current meta? Why, you know? That's why. Because of that Stone Skin. If you don't remove it, if you don't lock that passive, and you don't have a good counter for it, it's pretty much game over for your team, you know? So let's try to drop a weaken maybe on somebody. Beautiful, so we kill that Mortu. That Sif is almost dead. Ursaga pretty much in the same situation. Even if she's gonna revive, or she's gonna do whatever, we're still gonna be able to rag them. Now the reason why I'm gonna do this, even though I wouldn't really wanna heal them, is just to have immunity on just in case, because we're gonna use the skill. And he shouldn't really have a problem anyway, but in case if Ursaga was gonna attack him, to don't lock his skills, you know. He is immune to sleep and every other CC debuff, so it wouldn't have a problem from that perspective, but just in case, bang, we took them down. He deals so much damage, honestly. I'm not using Trunda anymore, okay? So my Trunda is vaulted for quite a while now. Let's try to go against a different team. So we have one with Rotos right here, which can be pretty fun. Or we have this one with Mortu. Let's try to attack both of them and we're gonna see what we're getting. So let's go against Shiny first. Here, I don't really need to bring in necessarily a different champion to lock them or anything like that. Even though it would help, don't get me wrong, it would definitely help. But I might not even need increased attack. So maybe we drop Arbiter instead and we're bringing in Nacret. Like this, we're gonna have a bit of protection. We're gonna have more accuracy for him too. So let's go to recently used. We can try a combo like this, right? Why not? I feel like we can take them down without having increased attack. Look at all that stone skin dropping on everybody. Look at all that. A bomb would have been much better here against all this. So we locked Mortu. He's not an issue at the moment. Not like this anyway. So we can try to get him down. He's almost dead. Bang! There we go. There we go. That's why you're getting blessings. That 1%, 4% actually, that's how much HP probably had. Came in as a pretty good clutch, right? Came in as a pretty good clutch. Now, the reason why I have my Leorius protected was because we had two nukers in here. That Rotos was able to one-shot him to unkillable. Mortu was not able to do it, but it could have been an issue like that, you know? So now we're locking that Rotos. We should be able to take him down like this. Almost, okay, almost. So we got a counter from him. He should be going down right about now. It's pretty annoying having all this stone skin around on all the champions. Definitely it's not as fun as it used to be with Arena. Some of the fights are taking longer. It's so much RNG involved now with all these gear sets and accessories, reaction, counter attack, cleansing accessories, and all the rest is just making it such a pain to go against all these teams. Now let me show you in a different variation because I actually haven't showed you the one with Yoshi. So usually I'm going in like this. No matter what that Mitrala is gonna do, I'm actually gonna be able to lock her with Warlord, lock her with Ramantu as well, and kind of like do a pretty good job all around with it. That was actually a very fast Mortu. Very surprised to see something like that. We got shipped. There we go. We got shipped. So look at all the HP that we're dropping on our king right here. Look at that power. Look at that power. He obliterated everyone except Duchess, who barely managed to survive. Luckily, the ship just attacked Duchess, and oh my god. This is why we're gonna win the fight. That ship just attacked Duchess, and bang. We managed to bring in the fight. Now, I want to show it to you in one more variation. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna find any teams that I can hegemon right now, because we are pretty high in Platinum Arena, and most of the people are not keeping any teams that can be hegemoned anymore, not around here. Sometimes you find them during reset, but honestly not that often. We can try it against this one. We can try it against this one. Depending on how much stone skin they have or reaction, we might win, we might lose, but hey, we're gonna end the video on a good note anyway, right? I just wanted to show you how powerful Leorius actually is. So right now, you see, I was gonna say she might survive, but if by any chance we have a Torment in there or something that counterattacks, or they might survive, they might revive, they might do something, Leorius is always there to clean up. Even if they damage us, or if we have a Candrophone there ready to wreck our entire team, he's ready with that unkillable to kind of like be ready to win the fight no matter what. Let me know in the comments down below how many of you guys are actually using Leorius. These are some of the reasons why he is the #1 nuker in the entire game, hands down. Let me know if you guys are using him, if you try to pull another one today or try to open your voids for him. But that was all for this video. Much love, appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.